All right, we're about to start. Everybody, get your motherfucking drink ready. Let's go.
For each man in his time to sing until he walks along the beach and sees his future in the water, along the pond within his reach. I haven't needed a one.
Sometimes men take matters into their own hands. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
As you guys know, it is Drunken Chat, son.
All right, I hope everybody's got their motherfucking drinks ready. It's Drunken Chat, son. I'm your host, freaking Chitlins, Greens, and Cornbread. Definitely got a lot of bullshit chitlins. Got quite a few little bit of greens and maybe just a couple pieces of cornbread. Right now, I'm hanging by myself. Hopefully, the rest of the crew will be along shortly. They gotta freaking wake up off their freaking old dad granddaddy naps, freaking shake the sleep out of their eyes, and freaking shake it out a little bit, and then come hang with your boy. But for now, I'm just happy that y'all hanging with me. So thank you hanging with me, Nick Gocha and Wookie Fodder. Thanks for hanging out right now. But let's get into a couple of things just right now. Oh, hey, and I can't forget Pat Melareno. Thanks for hanging out as well, brother. Um, got some interesting things if we can talk about this week because this week was CinemaCon, where there were quite a few announcements going on. Um, and we do have people that were in the inside and they watched some of the stuff that was going on, and they were able to show or excuse me, share some of the details with us. And you know what? I didn't find any of them really that big. Stuff it was mostly stuff that we already freaking heard about and already knew about. But maybe the rest of the guys when they come up that they heard anything new that was interesting, they'll explain it to me. But I didn't find anything. Um, but here we go. Let's get into some of the other stuff that was happening this week. Um, Let me see if I can find this one particular page. Let's go into. I did want to go into Drunken Wall Street because that's really what drives a lot of the corporate decisions that's going up top, um, and quite a few of the things that we're going to be actually talking about this week. Um, Man, we can look over the week. There was quite a few red going on there. Yes, Bill, I'm on the solo. Yes, yes. Got to be happy about that. And we actually talked about that. That was probably what was going to be happening. So let's give a shout out to Mel, who's in the chat right now. He's talking about the IDW news. So in fact, we can actually let me see if I can find that particular section, and then we can talk about it. Uh, so here's what actually happened. Um, IDW, ID, IDW Media Holdings. Ever since the pandemic, they've actually been making a lot of big moves. They spent a lot of money on a lot of different stuff, um, and to include their YNO Earp licenses. They've got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle licenses, Sonic the Hedgehog. But the biggest thing that happened to them within the last year was they actually lost those licenses for Star Wars, right? Star Wars is now moving on to Dark Horse and will be published by Dark Horse, um, Penguin Random House starting this summer, like I think June, July, something like that. And that's pretty big for IDW. That was where they got. They didn't make a lot of money, but they made enough to keep them above water. So with them leaving and some of these other licenses leaving as well, and I'm talking about movie properties, people are starting to jump ship. Now they are claiming that with all these savings of letting all this stuff go, that they'll eventually have $5.7 billion to freaking scrape onto and freaking keep everything freaking going. But we just don't know. As a stockholder, um, I don't care about that. I want to hear about, okay, when is the next dividend, right? Um, LUCD was on fire. Yep. Steelers. Hey, hey, freaking people got tired of seeing me in my Eagles gear, so I had to throw on the Steelers gear for a hot minute. Yes, Tino 73. It is drunken chat, son. Man, freaking absolutely freaking. Don't forget to tip your glass. Freaking. Danger Room Comics. Freaking nice to see your brother as well. So yeah, so let's look at what they've got going on right now. They've got Sonic the Hedgehog, which is a hot movie property right now. Star Trek through Paramount. It's okay. It's doing okay. Godzilla, all this other stuff. Killock, Usagi Yojimbo. Don't forget Last Ronin. That one just got announced for a video game. Um, what was that? Maybe like 2, 3 weeks ago. I can't believe they got the Goosebumps property. Like I've rarely seen Goosebumps on FOC, because if I did see it on FOC, I would definitely buy a couple of copies for my kids. Now, the original copies, the original licenses that they've got is for Dark Spaces Wildfire. That was announced maybe 3 or 4 months ago. True Kilt, which is that weird robbers joint. Crashing. Earth Divers, which is interesting. I would love to see that freaking adapted. Drunken Mel saying Dungeons and Dragons, which did absolutely amazing at the theater, which is an amazing movie. But I don't. I think it kind of cooled off. I haven't seen anybody talk about it since it freaking came out. So that's the problem that's got going on right now. Now let's talk about, I mean, how they don't explore a live action rendition of the Saturday cartoon. Well, that's one of the interesting things. So in the movie, and I don't think this is too big of a spoiler at all. It doesn't spoil anything. There is an Easter egg where you had those characters that were from the Saturday cartoon. They were actually in the movie. They just weren't the main characters of the movie. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And but I don't see anybody actually talking about that much. But yeah, that's where we're at. So as a result of right now, so when we first started talking about IDW, I think it was like around $3.99. It was about the cost of a freaking comic book. Ever since the cost of comic books have gone up, their prices have been going down. So now that it's at 41 cents. So as a result, IDW expects to hold approximately about $4.7 million in cash. As for the stock, they're going to deregister from the NYCSE, as well as its Class A common stock by May 18th. So in about what, 15, excuse me, 19, 20 days, it's going to deregister from the NYSE, and it's going to just have it's just going to be a OCDB pink stock. Last year, IDW revealed projects in Anime Studios with Cartoon Network Studios, HBO Max, Universal Content Productions, and Universal. So they've got their stuff streaming all over the place. And it's been a while since I've actually seen their prospectus or listened to any of the stockholder notes, because that's where they usually tell us where the money is coming in. But I do know a lot of money was going out as a result of that Wyona Earp, which is crazy to me because I don't remember when the last time was streamed or aired or anything. I think it was a dead property that they just still owed a lot of money on. So I think that's why a lot of people are kind of scared of that. Like Style says, had hopes for a Bermuda. And Eric's Herb, my man, says all these jobs cuts shouldn't be a surprise. All the copperheads told their companies to find 20% that can be cut back in 2022. Absolutely. And as well, some people are shocked because all these companies were hiring a lot to replace the people that were teleworking and didn't want to freaking come back to work. And now people are shocked and like, oh shit, now that the money's coming due, or that the bill's coming due, we're gonna have to cut a lot of people. Drunken Chat says, yeah, talk about that Winer Earp thing. He's never seen it on TV. I've heard about it, never seen it on TV. he said he's saying he thought people were lying about that shit. Sure enough, like I've seen pictures of it. I really haven't took the time to see a trailer of it because that just I've never heard anybody else freaking talk about it other than the news, right? Or other than that's something that IDW supposedly does. All right, so let's get back to where we're really. we're really supposed to start from. Um, Disney TV layoffs, that's still a thing, and that's going to play into what I'm actually going to freaking talk about a little bit. Um, the writers authorized to strike, nearly 98% support work stoppage. It's we're still dealing with the uh, King actor. He's still freaking out there, freaking doing crazy stuff. Stuff is still coming out. More acquisitions are still coming out in the meantime. Um, Ezra Miller, he's coming out smelling like roses at this point. So this week was an interesting thing when it comes to the box office. Super Mario Brothers still killing it at 73.92, 450 million worldwide. Evil Dead Rise, that was the extension of the Evil Dead freaking franchise. That did have a freaking comic book that's out there, written by Sam Raimi. That one's still out there. That one's came in at 32.2. And Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. I'm kind of shocked about that. A lot of horror stuff, kind of ruling the roost this week, or at least this month. Lord Brooklyn for Life says he thought he saw Mel waiting in line for some chicken heroes. Also, Mel's making some pretty good points. He says the writers better stop playing because Chat GBT is going to be writing these movies pretty soon. Well, shit. Why not? Right? Oh, I need 5 pages real quick. Let me punch this in Chat GBT real quick. That motherfucker punch out 30 pages, write you your whole next movie. Also, Peacock has actually released a trailer for Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal was a game that they've now adapted for I guess it's a TV series. Supposed to be released July 27th. So if you're interested in that, you can go check it out. I haven't done enough research to see if there's a comic book, but I do know that right now video games have been hot when it comes to collectibles. So that might be something you might want to consider. We just talked about IDW. The other big crazy thing this week was Peter Pan and Wendy actually got released this week. Um, and there have been some rumblings about what the hell is going on. So, for instance, this one Twitter user goes by the Noble Brown says, "Hey, the diversity nonsense as it continues," which is one of the things that people were upset about with Victoria Alfonso, who's now been fired. She says, he or she says, Peter Pan is now Indian. Tinkerbell is now black. The Lost Boys now have girls among them. Truly a reflection of the UK in 1911, exactly as J.M. Barr envisioned. Nah, you're a little crazy because that's not the way he envisioned it at all. So, uh, here's where you go. Did you know? Right. So the original Peter Pan, written by J.M. Barrie, came from a book called The Little White Bird. People don't realize that Peter Pan is actually not a real boy. He's like a monster type pan type deal. Um, his whole thing is to bring lost boys. When I talk about lost boys, those are boys that were um, not fed or whatever, and they were going to die. And then he takes these dead babies off to the island. Don't get it messed up. Trust me, these kids are freaking dead. He takes them to the island where they get life, and then they kind of grow and grow slowly. Where he teaches them how to kill. Their little games, yeah, those games are teaching them how to freaking kill. Um, in fact, one of the first things that happens to Wendy when she gets to the island in like another sequel is that they try and freaking kill her, and they got freaking Tinkerbell to try and freaking kill Wendy. So people don't realize that's the dirty little thing under this freaking story. But hey, it's now a kids classic, so y'all do you. Hey, what's going on, Wookie? See, the trailer didn't have fuck shit to do with the game. The comic is selling for crazy though. Okay, so there is a comic book. Great. Yep, Brett Ashart. Yep, we're freaking getting the crazy stuff out the way while we wait and see if any of the other fellas um join up. And also, This one was probably a freaking big joint. Look, freaking somebody named AJ on Twitter. He says, "Hey," he asked James Gunn. He said, "Hey, do you have any plans for Static or any of the other milestone characters, animation or elseworlds?" And he says, answer back on April 24th. Says yes. So yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. Freaking, we knew it was probably going to happen, or at least should happen, and now we got an emphatic yes from James Gunn that they're going to try and do something with Static, right? Um, take that for what you want. If you, whatever book you want to freaking go with, you can either go with Static number one, that collector's edition, or Icon number one, which actually had to have previews in there. I forget how many pages it was in there of that preview for Static, but you can probably get that one as well with the collector's edition that actually had the card and the poster in there. So do with that information what you will. Mel says, yeah, he says, yeah, give me Icon. He's the Black Superman. Absolutely. And I want to give a shout out to Raymond Camacho, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. All right. Also, so here's the the big thing that we're watching out for right now. That should be happening within the next 24 hours, or excuse me, 72 hours. The Writers Guild Association, just like the union for the writers for Hollywood and TV series and all that, they are meeting to plan out how they are going to strike. They're still meeting at the table, but they're also making plans that if it's going to break down, if the talks break down, they're just going to go on strike. So that's what's mostly that's going to happen. So if you start to see a bunch of TV series and all the other stuff look shitty, that's why, because they had to hurry up and write all that stuff down and get that all that stuff together. So what that affects is anything that has not been shot yet is going to be shitty. Anything that needs a rewrite, it's not going to happen because none of these writers, some of the writers are allowed to, but most of them will not because they want to show the impact of them not working. Once again, Mel says the guild out to have one member chat GBT. That's all you need. I just want to put 3 lines like he ran over to the box, and that motherfucker give you a 2-part series on what the hell is going on. Uh, but yeah, so that's what's going on, man. Freaking, it's going to be interesting to see if that happens and what the impact is going to be. I think we've had that um many years ago. I forget what year that was. That might have been 6, 7 years ago. I want to say that was, and the impact was is that the studios already had a plan in place to show more documentaries. A lot of the reality TV shows that you're seeing right now, yeah, those were the babies of off of that stuff, and people love those. So they was like, "Oh, it's cheap, so let's keep the party going." And then they got more people to do and more companies to commercialize and freaking give them money for that stuff. So that's what I've already seen so far on Netflix is a lot more reality TV shows down the freaking pipe. So it'll be interesting to see where they're going with all this stuff. And Deadline Hollywood is also reporting that Robert Kirkman's Skybound Entertainment has tapped former CBS Entertainment president Glenn Geller as the head of the company's television division. I don't know how I feel about this one because when was the last time you really watched a CBS show? It's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. So I don't think that's necessarily the guy to do anything, and I don't know which direction that they want to pull his stuff. Maybe they're tapping into him for some contacts he might have, but other than that, I don't know. I don't know where they're going with this. And Blade, they got a new writer. He's done quite a few stuff that was pretty interesting. So we'll see what's going on with his stuff. And let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, it's the True Detective creator Nick Pizzolatto. He's the one that signed on to the Marvel Studio Blade movie. Um, he's worked with Mashallah Ali before on True Detective. True Detective has an interesting story structure. It's not very linear. It's like here's the facts and here's how these facts affect these facts, but they're not very linear. So it'll be interesting to see if he takes that same approach to Blade. Yeah. Wiki Fighters make a good point. Like, hey, so with these writer guild strikes again, it seems to take a year to get back on track. It seems, yeah, because you got to turn the faucet back on. You got to get the right guys hired to do the right job. You know what I mean? So and then if they get what they want, like some of these writers, they want a minimum of 400,000, and they want more writers. Like, okay, if this guy's getting 400,000, that takes more money out of your TV series or your movie budget. Then they want more writers on one particular project. So what that does is when you concentrate so much money and so much human resources on one project, that takes money and people away from all the little smaller ones, all the little indie projects that people wanted to work on, because these guys are hiring off of that one. So I don't think some of these writers thought this shit out. Mel says ChatGPT. Mel's fucking with these people, man. Mel needs to be in the freaking board with those motherfuckers because ChatGPT wants $0. Also, and I think this was actually came out a couple weeks ago, but I wanted to highlight this one. I thought this was kind of interesting because this actress is very interesting. Her look is very interesting, and her demeanor is very interesting. Mia Goth is going to play um, Lilith. Lilith Drake, who is the daughter of Lilith, daughter of Dracula in Blade. Um, she's an absolutely gorgeous young lady. Her demeanor is absolutely perfect for that role. But um, there's actually other characters in the Marvel universe that she could actually play right now. So, for instance, what's her name? I forget what Blade's daughter's name. She has a blonde friend that she could actually play that I think she actually would have been perfect for. But hey, they decided to go this route. And then also at CinemaCon, they had a bunch of trailers and kind of quick memes and everything. One of those trailers happened to show a quick snippet of Beetlejuice. It's always been rumored that Beetlejuice 2 has been happening. So that was kind of an official, hey, yeah, this is freaking happening. Now the rumors are now talking about Jenny Ortega, that she's possibly going to play Lilith Geeks. That's the daughter of the house owners that Beetlejuice ends up terrorizing. So that could be interesting. Like, look, if she signs up for that, definitely look out for Beetlejuice, uh, the Beetlejuice franchise to pop off because people really love this girl right now. And if she went straight from Wednesday Adams to Beetlejuice, people would be all over it and love that shit. Joker Chat says, Mel says, look, she's not bad looking but ugly at the same time. Laugh aloud is weird. She looks like the type of bitch that Mel used to fuck around with in high school, but punched him a couple times too bad, made him cry a little bit. You know what I'm talking about, Mel? Hey, girls, get me hollering shit. Fuck you. Yeah, thanks, Chad, man. Freaking trying to do it, trying to get this information out, let the people have some of this information. Now, the queer weird stuff is this one. Smurfs franchise is still going on. People still freaking buying tickets to see the movie. So they said, hey, we're going to make another one. In the next animated movie by Paramount, Rihanna is going to do the voice for Smurfette. So I'm guessing maybe it's going to be a musical. I don't know. Don't know what's going on with that one. But I do know that I didn't enjoy her last weird sci-fi freaking movie. And then that's the deal. Let's see some of these other comments in here. Let's see, brand. Cherokee Metal says she's got some moves, yo. Yeah, she's also got some bumps in places you don't want to fuck around with. Allegedly. Don't sue me, Riri. AOA says Lydia from Beetlejuice. Yes, Lydia. Yep. And Mel says he is here in spirit. Absolutely. Thank you, brother. Thank you for At least somebody showed up some type of way. Um, eight, no. Well, I mean, I think right after this, I'm going to start FOC. But before then, I'm going to take a break so I can actually start to pour my freaking drinks. Let me freaking find this.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go.
All right, we're back. Let's see. Let me go back to the comments. Yes, sir. Get yourself a treat. Make sure you tip your food handlers. So this one was interesting. This is not an FOC item, but J. Scott Campbell in his store is selling a variant of the Amazing Spider-Man number 25. Um, and it's kind of looks kind of good. So this one is actually cover A. This one I didn't care for. It was like, what's going on with these? Look like these like some of the people that walk down 35th Street in any city. You pick that red light street. Um, but I did like this one. This one was really good. Actually, shit. He's got these girls on 25th Avenue. You tell me what's going on 25th Avenue. Why does J. Scott Campbell have these chicks on 25th Avenue? What's going on down there? um, but this one is really got some freaking potential. It's got a mixture of some Scotty Young, Rion Gonzalez, with the J. Scott Campbell freaking body look. Definitely love these. I think these go on sale today, or excuse me, Saturday actually. I forget what time, maybe like 12 or something like that. 12 o'clock Eastern, that is. So definitely keep an eye out for that one. Also, definitely wanted to mention today, and freaking Mel could tell me what time, put that time in there in the chat. We're doing the How Me We Help You sale again. We're popping that off. Um, yeah, we're popping that off. The How Me We Help You. We can well put the link out later on tomorrow afternoon. Definitely pop on. I've already seen some of the books that the other guys are going. I'm looking through my boxes to find some dollar freaking books that you guys can take advantage of. Just I just need the room just to get this stuff out of there. So definitely freaking stop by. So first off on the DC from DC Black Label Absolute Preacher Garth Ennis this Volume 2. This one's a hardcover by Glenn Fairy. This freaking art is absolutely freaking amazing. It's not a comic book, it's the hardcover. Freaking art is freaking amazing. Then we got this freaking absolutely amazing freaking art for Superman. Let me actually make sure I pull up uh my lunar joint. Make sure I'm not making mistakes on these. Like your style says, it's too early for this. Hey, it's never early for comic books, man. Let's see, FOC edits. Here we go. All right, so that one's Action Comics number 1055. That one's by Sebastian Filmora. And then we got the cover B by Rafa Sandoval, cardstock. And then we got the cover C by David Talaski. Here's your one in 25 by Alberto Nuevo. Vault Hasbro Bark number 4. Drunken Chat Mill is asking who the fuck is Flash racing this FOC? It's always somebody. In Drunken Chat, Mel is also asking why the fuck are they lifting weights? Yeah, supposedly they can lift planets, right? This one is an absolutely freaking disastrous freaking barbaric cover. Let's see who did this one. That one is by Cover B by Skylar Partridge. Fan freaking fantastic. Bath and Gotham Knights Guild City. City Boy, number one. It's his first issue of his comic. That one's your Inyuk Lee. This one's your Cover C by Alexander Tefengi. 125 by Michael Choi. 150 by Minkayu Jung. Now, this one is a DC Pride 2023 cover A by Manahini. He and Taryn Clark have been kind of tied this year. It's some really great covers, especially when it's coming to show covers with people of different diversities and of different freaking types. Just absolutely fantastic on this shit. All right, Melvi's off to work. Go ahead, shake your moneymaker, man. All right, cover B by Gabrielle Piccolo. There's your moneymaker cover, DC Bride 2023 by Oscar Vega. There's your cover D by Jen Bartel. This one's a foil. It's a regular 1-1 open order, but it's 11.99. And by the way, that Oscar Vega, that was 9.99 as well. And yeah, it's kind of interesting because I don't have a preview for it, but they want us to spend that much money on it. So fuck that. James Carter says there's also I said Flash is the only member of the original Justice League with superpowers, but put some respect on his name. Well, nah, I'm not gonna break science down for anybody on this one, but let's see. Where are we at? That wins DC's Ruby number 4 by Megan Hetrick. And there we go. Detective Comics number 1072, cover A by Evan Cagle. That Cheshire Cat character on there, that's maybe her best freaking cover ever. Of course, it's not her alone, but it's her best ever cover. I think a lot of people are actually sleeping on her first appearance and what's going on with her because she's been all over the place right now. Her first appearance was the Catwoman comic book. It was like maybe was it 52 or 25 or 52 or something like that. And then she's recently shown up a Green Arrow because one of them is her dad. So they've been kind of spread loading her all over the place. Now she's in a Batman book. So it's kind of interesting what I want to see what they're kind of doing with her. James Carter says night version of that Bartel just announced. Up next, we have Detective Comics number 1072. That's that cover B, Kelly Jones cardstock. This one's your Mike Perkins cardstock. And then this one is your 1 in 25 by Sebastian Fiamora. Flashpoint number 1. Excuse me. Actually, that's not Flashpoint. Excuse me. Green Arrow number 2, Nakayama. Chad Cave says, how is that a Cheshire Cat homage? No, that's not a Cheshire Cat homage. The character's name of the teen girl in there, her name is Cheshire Cat. She was named after her mom, who's also the Cheshire Cat. Yep. Okay. Green Arrow number two, 1 in 25 by Ejikuri. And it looks like I don't have it in here, but there is also a 1 in 25 by Sean Izaki, design card stock. Let's see, who is this character? Ooh, I've never heard of her before, but this one is your 1 in 25 by San Izaki, and on there it's the Troublemaker. Here's your Harley Quinn by Sweeney Boo. Here's your Jenny Frizen. Your 1 in 25 by David Nakayama. That was actually really good. Oh, excuse me. Uh-oh, do I not have the Nakayama? Uh-oh. Interesting. All right, let's pull up the. Here we go. Here's the 1 in 25 by David Nakayama. And then this one is your 1 in 50 by Nimit Malavia. Hunt, Kill, Repeat, Mad Cave. Dead Detectives, Dead Boy Detectives. Static. Cover A, Nicholas the Reaper Ivy. There's your cover B, Marcus Williams. Here's your 1 in 25 by Clayton Henry. Oh, excuse me. Still looking at the Marcus Williams. There you go. There's your 1 in 25. And here we go. Here we go. Let's get this party officially freaking started. What's going on, brother? There is the big Remo, not the little Remo, the big motherfucking
Big
Remo. What's going on,
two
brother?
G's, two G's. What's happening, man? How you guys doing? Happy Friday.
What's going on, man? What you smoking? What you drinking?
Oh man, you know the same. I actually gotta go meet up with somebody in a little bit, so might have to shake a little something taste. You know what I mean?
I understand how it is, man.
It's a
Shit,
little early. It's a little early, you know.
shit, we're quarter way through the fucking the joint anyway. Oh, here we go. There's another one. Everybody's
There we
showing
go.
up.
Bang bang.
Shit. I'm here. I'm here. All right.
Oh
Fired
man, I
up.
just told him. I was like, shit, man. I just got over myself, man, like 2 seconds ago, man.
Yeah, the Cobra trouble bubble just dropped me off outside just a minute ago. So I just not getting into trouble
Good
first.
timing. Good timing. Not more than 3 minutes after Mel got out the chat, went to work. You guys are showing up. Awesome.
Ah shit. You just missed him. Yeah, I was on the road and I was texting. I was like, I'm on my way, I'm on my way.
What's up, everybody?
What's happening?
Just another day in BDE paradise. Only my good friends got that one. So
Blink. Just blink.
Yeah. So just to recap what you guys might have missed, I went over the box office numbers. Super Mario Brothers is killing it, but horror movies seem to be popping up in number two, number three, The Evil Dead Rise, and The Covenant, which is like another Exorcist movie. Evil Dead Rise does have a couple of comics out there, which is kind of interesting. So it's good to see people still love that shit.
My daughter's trying to get into some horror. My wife's over there right now about to show her either The Shining And Rosemary's Baby. I'm like hell you are.
So,
Yeah.
and that Evil Dead Rise, man, boy, there's a lot of dudes online that are like, yeah, I'd let that chick kill me. I'd open that door. Talking
That's
about
how they get you.
talking about the
No,
chick who's like
nah,
mommy with the maggots now. Oh,
yeah,
bro.
she needs to start out slow, right? Start out with the
Yeah.
paranormal stuff, right? Because the paranormal stuff is
Ease your
very
way in.
slow.
Yeah.
It slows you down, but it kind of confirms that noise you fucking heard. That really was something.
That's some real shit.
Yeah.
As I told you, keep telling you trying to open up them doors. You open up them doors. I can't close them for you.
Or
I
Blair
can't
Witch
close them
Project,
for you.
or Blair Witch Project. There's a reason why black people don't go out to the fucking woods.
Yeah,
All right?
once you open them doors, man, you the only one that can close them. So
Yeah, no. Once you open that door, the hinges get torn off. You're fucked.
yeah, you might as well leave that shit closed. I don't even want to know it's
Like,
on there.
Remember what was it? Which Wayne's brother movie was that? The one where the girls all like playing stupid, like, oh, I've never done this before, and then it turns into a demon.
Oh yeah, that was
It's
I'm
cool,
gonna get you
wasn't
sucker. Remember?
it?
She had her cramps.
No. It was the one where it was.
I know what you're talking about.
It was the one that was making fun of a lot of movies. Don't be my
Yeah.
South Central while drinking your juice.
Don't be don't be a menace to South. Yeah.
No.
That shit was hilarious.
Yep. Twisted Metal put out a trailer done by Peacock. Thing is, a lot of people don't have Peacock, or they don't know they got Peacock. So, for instance, if you got Xfinity, bitch, you got Peacock.
People don't know what the fuck Twisted Metal is, man.
So here's what's crazy is I kind of knew that I had Peacock, right, but I didn't know the extent. And they understood it so bad that what they started ended up doing was sending like boxes, like TV boxes and shit, so people could plug it up to their fucking TV, so people could actually see what was on there. Because
they're like, "Hey, it's free!
Like,
Hey, just use it."
Now look, okay. Poor Clarence, ever since Eminem dragged him at that one rap battle, I know Captain America's having a rough time now.
They gotta play a Falcon, or Street Guy and shit. Like,
but what in the Twisted Metal shit is going on here with Captain America now? So I don't know, man.
I think you should Marvel should sign like exclusive rights deals with these dudes.
But y'all can't be out here fucking up your image on these shows.
I'm making no bullshit.
Well, then that would mean they would have to do some really serious investigative work on their hiring, so that this way they don't run into troubles like they might be running into right now.
He should have just been a voice actor, and this shit should have been animated. Real talk, like, you know what I mean? Like, some of this stuff, if you just do it like that, you'll win.
Yeah,
just make it animated and just get the actors the voice.
Well, I mean, how long do you guys really foresee this lasting? How many seasons on Peacock you think Twisted Metal's going to go?
I mean,
does Peacock have enough money to?
It's whatever's been however long the series is that they made. That's it.
That's it. No renewal. Okay.
Yeah, right. Ain't nobody watching this.
Remo's calling for no renewal on this one.
Hey, there's shit that comes on Peacock, and like you said, I realized I had it. I realized I had it on a Roku TV in my daughter's room. I was like, "Oh, Peacock's on here," and then I was downstairs and I was flipping through the cable box, and there was an app for it on my TV already, and I was like, Peacock, and then I went on and I'm like, oh, Peacock, okay. I see what you guys are doing here. I see what you're doing.
It's 4 episodes long.
Don't get it twisted. Peacock and Paramount have good quality content.
Yeah, but here's
nobody got time for that shit. Nobody got time.
Yeah, I don't have time.
Has Yellowstone, but Paramount Plus does not.
That's just not how I consume my cable TV. It's crazy we're having this conversation. So I literally told my wife today, I'm like, I'm about to cancel all the cable and just keep the internet. Because everything I watch, I'm usually watching it either on demand or I rarely catch it live. So it doesn't make sense to have live TV, quote unquote, from cable because it's so expensive when I can consume it live on the app. You know what I mean? Like if there's a specific show I want to see that's going to be live or whatever, I can watch it live. If I, you know what I mean? Like if at my convenience, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could be wherever. I could be out to dinner or something, or hanging out with somebody, and just kind of catch it live or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's not like a big deal. Like I don't. Rarely am I at home just kind of consuming stuff on TV, like as far as like that. You know what I mean?
It's crazy, man. Freaking.
Unless I'm unless I'm
Remember back in the day. Remember back in the day when if you wanted to watch something, you had to be there at a appointed fucking time on a appointed fucking day, and you had a fucking 20 minutes before sit around with the fucking TV, fucking around with the rabbit ears and shit. Make sure that you got the
yeah.
fucking shit. Now we're fucking complaining because there's too much shit on.
Well, that's the thing. It's like you know what I mean. Like I still am very much a 5 channel guy. Like you know what I mean. Like I only watch a couple. Like I don't watch everything.
Yeah.
I
Parker
watch
Rizzo wants to know, Remo, have you ever hit Heroes and Campbell?
absolutely, absolutely. I was even considering going tomorrow. Depends on if I'm on that side.
We also talked about IDW and the fact that they're starting to they're laid off 39% of their freaking workforce. Even before then, uh, the stock went down. That's started ever since they lost licenses for Star Wars, a bunch of the other freaking stuff that's now moving to Dark Horse. So going forward, like around May 18th, they're actually going to be moving from NYSC to the pink stocks. So just keep an eye out for that stuff. Peter Pan and freaking Wendy, people are already freaking panicking it because it's like, okay, wait a minute, Peter Pan is now Indian. Tinkerbell is black. Lost Boys now have girls in them for some fucking reason. Um, they're
Woke.
like, well,
It
yeah,
went
what the fuck
woke.
is woke? Like, notice that this was not in the top 3 that I freaking mentioned this freaking week. How many? Like, what is it? Like every 8 years they do another fucking version of fucking Peter Pan. Peter Pan. The Peter Pan that they really need to do is, here we go. Did you know that the original version of Peter Pan was from a book called Little White Bird, written by J.M. Barrie? But Peter Pan in that book is a serial killer who
Hmm.
kills the little boys. So the Lost Boys are actually dead as a result of neglect from their freaking parents. He takes these dead boys to a freaking island where they are able to live and grow up a little bit more. He shows them how to freaking kill. But once they become more aware and they decide, hey, we're gonna freaking leave the island and freaking go on and live our own lives, then he freaking thins the herd. Those are the actual words from the freaking book. He thins the freaking herd, so he fucking kills all these. So some of the Lost Boys are freaking dead. Some of them are serial killers that he freaking goes off to freaking kill. First time,
They also said that this originally started off as a nighttime myth, and that Peter Pan was basically taking the dead kids to heaven.
sort of right. So
Yeah, I know
sort of,
that's
right, yes,
another
yes.
variation on this
Yeah.
book here.
Right. So Pan is one of the old Greek gods in Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream. There is a Pan in there that makes up with Hippolyta. Right. Hippolyta, one of her big freaking friends, is the fairy queen, Tinkerbell, and one of her biggest things is she sends Pan to go get the freaking changeling boy and bring him back to her island. That's a Midsummer Night's Dream. So that's where he got that from. So in the Peter Pan story, he's out there, he's bringing these boys back to these islands to bring to her and to bring to the freaking fairies, and they do what they will with these guys. That's the one I want to see because that's what he wrote. That's what he fucking wrote. So I don't this kid in freaking tights and I'll never grow up and all. Nah, fuck all that. I want to see the Lost Boys that freaking skins the heads off the freaking pirates and fucking wins them like fucking hats and shit.
I mean,
That's the shit I
for
want to see.
me and for everybody else, maybe the rest of you guys on the panel here, I think Peter Pan was best at the animated version from Disney, followed by Hook. If you're going to do live action Pan, a grown up Peter Pan played by Robin Williams is probably the best it's ever going to get. Just saying. And everybody remembers Rufio, don't you? Rufio! I mean, come on. Like, the movie Hook blows away this Peter Pan and Wendy story.
So apparently, Larry Joe says that the crew that made Pooh, Blood, and Honey are planning to make a horror version of Peter Pan.
Good. Maybe they'll do it justice.
Moving on. Somebody tweeted out, "Hey, to James Gunn, hey, do you have any plans for Static or any of the milestone characters?" And James Gunn answered yes. So I haven't really seen any movement of people buying a whole shit lot of freaking stuff from Static because I don't know.
You know, and this is just it. Years and years ago, when the milestone stuff was coming back, everybody was like, "Oh my god, fucking, whoa!" They went ham. They went out and they bought the first appearances again. And I remember them being pretty popular and ordered heavily back in the '90s too. But still, the platinum versions of all the first appearance books and stuff like that, and knowing where the first appearances are in the milestone books, they aren't really moving. But I'm just wondering if it's because I was thinking about this the other day. Like, a lot of this stuff is a generation too early to be popular. It's like, our kids are going to be the ones that are going to appreciate the milestone comics, I think, a little bit more than we would. And I'm just doing this from a perspective that I see as the stuff starting to, get more popular. It's going to take, a while before that nostalgia to hit when it's in the mainstream. And we have to remember, as much as we love these characters, a lot of the stuff that we see in these books does not hit mainstream ever. Like, a lot of it's not common knowledge to these people like it is to us. And just because we can go into a comic shop and embarrass all the noobs and tell them they don't fucking know the first appearance is 180, not at 181, and all that other good shit, this is going to be one of those things. I think all of these, are just going to be nuts one day. But like the platinum editions of Static, first appearance, the Icon and Hardware, and then Blood Syndicate and all that stuff, and everywhere those people first appeared. Well, if you're specking on them, you should be already having those things. But some of the artwork on these covers has been fire, man.
They've been putting in a work on this one. This one is on FOC this week. I'm pretty sure you already covered this on the secret variant. Cover A by Nicholas Drapery Ivy. This one should have been the 125. I'm sorry.
Probably, but the 125 is not too bad this week either.
Yeah, that one was the Marcelo Mayolo.
And I mean, it to me, it's not bad, but yeah, it's kind of fighting with the number one as far as.
Yeah, I get it. It's not bad art, but
it's not that cover.
He kind of looks like a black gay lesbian type chick.
Dude, shit.
He doesn't look like. He doesn't look like.
It looks like a
Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
What? No, man, no. No, it looks like
he looks like the chick that I might want to like if I want to know where's the closest ladies' night.
Looks like a little bit of a masculine woman playing a cosplay.
Right, yeah, but if I need to roll out on a freaking ops, I'm not calling this dude up. I'm sorry.
Yeah. After that.
But that's cool. I'm glad James Gunn. And this is the thing. I think James Gunn is one of us. He just likes the comic characters. He likes the stories. And because of his love for it, he's going to make the properties great. This would be the same scenario as if you guys found out that they were going to be developing a new Transformers movie and they didn't have me involved in it. Or, Transformers comics.
I want to campaign for that.
So pending right now is the writer's strike. They're
Oh,
just
another one
playing
of those
for it. Yeah,
again.
yeah.
That means we're gonna get shit movies for 2 years. I remember the last time that happened. We got Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen last time that happened.
Blade found a new writer to replace the one that just fucking walked off the fucking set. Nicholas Polzada, who has written, he wrote for True Detective, who he's worked with Marshall Ali before.
Oh, okay, so
My
he wrote
worry
for True
is,
Detective. Did he
yeah,
write the episode that had you know who taking off her top for Woody Harrelson? Because if he wrote
I
that
don't know.
episode, he's in.
I do not know.
He would have my
Um,
seal of approval.
so if he is going to ask somebody to take her top off, it might be this young lady. Her name is Lilith Drake, or excuse me, this is Mia Goth. She's going to be playing Lilith Drake, who is the daughter of Lilith, who is the daughter of Dracula. Um, I love everything she's done. She's got that creepy ass. She's beautiful but creepy at the same freaking time.
Wait. So this is
Right?
Dracula's granddaughter?
Yes.
Oh shit. So everybody who's been specking on that Ghost Rider book is probably pissed off right now.
I, I don't know.
Oopsie.
Maybe mine.
Well,
uh, at the CinemaCon, HBO Max had their little freaking corner, and they played a trailer of different stuff that they plan on putting out. Uh, a little quick snippet was Beetlejuice number 2. So far, the rumors are is that Jenny Ortega is in consideration to play Lydia Gates. Gates, yeah, Lydia
no.
Gates.
So the rumor that I heard is that she's going to play Lydia Dietz's daughter.
Yes, yes. Well,
So
I don't know. I don't
they're
know.
doing the
I
whole
don't know. Yeah.
continuation thing.
Okay. That would make
Oh,
sense.
the daughter who wanted to be dead.
So she would be Winona Ryder's character's daughter.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
How
she's
about
gonna
you?
be by the time this freaking pops off and starts shooting, she's gonna be like in the late 20s, but she's still
Yeah.
short, so she can pull.
Well, I
She can
mean,
pull it off.
she was already 20 playing a teenager, so it's fine.
Winona Ryder was older, playing younger in that movie too. 20 something.
Rihanna is going to play Smurfette in the animated movie,
What?
and tomorrow it's J. Scott Campbell off of his store. He's got these covers coming out. This one is man. This is where it makes Spider-Man number 25, by the way. Then there's this one, which is actually pretty freaking good, but this one it freaking hits a freaking spot.
So I'm torn, man, because $100 for 3 books, and you can't buy just the A cover. I'm sorry, you can't buy just the B and C cover. You have to buy either A, B, and C, or
I
A and
think.
C, or A and B.
Well, let me check because I thought you could. I thought you.
I went to the website today. You can only buy A and C, or A and B, or A, B, and C. So they give you 3 options to buy, signed or unsigned. VIPs get it for a little bit under $90 plus shipping. So back at
So yeah,
100.
so you can't buy B and C,
Right.
or you can
So
only buy A and
here's
C,
my
which
gripe.
nobody fucking wants.
The Mary Jane cover is going to be 3,000 copies. The other 2, the Black Cat cover and the Gwen cover, are going to be 2,000 copies. It's not really like Cat Noir 1,000 copy or SDCC variant. Yeah.
Those are exclusive to his website?
Yes, they're JSC exclusive.
Doesn't he not always send the best? Like shipping them?
No, every time I've ever gotten from him, it's always been Mylar packed books in a box, wrapped up pretty nice.
Okay.
And he's actually the reason why some books go second print, because he refuses and rejects the first print order. He's like, no, these books are in shit condition. not for me. So at least that's one thing that I can say about the JSC store. But the one thing I will say is that the Mary Jane cover will wind up in a warehouse find next year. Because there's 3,000 of them.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
you don't have all at the house.
Yeah. So yep. So if you guys are interested, definitely go here, get on the mailing list, and they should send you a code to get a discount for whatever. And then that's whatever. I don't know what's going on in the freaking book, but that's whatever.
Yeah, so this is what I was talking about earlier because issue 26 just FOC. So in issue 26, we have the Spider-Verse variant that has Mary Jane and taking the spider suit and swinging with Peter in her arms. Kind of a little bit of a role reversal there. Um, but I was speculating that. And here we go. Speculation. Speculating on. Remember back in Timeless when they showed Mary Jane in a spider suit pulling the mask over her face?
Yes.
Well, I'm wondering if her powers cause her to take on the spider powers.
That would
Because
be
she's got that slot machine shit going on, right?
yes. Mhm.
So we finally revealed how she's got the slot machine and how she is a slot machine and turned out some kids with Paul got the good dick on the side.
I was going to mention that.
And then apparently Peter was gone for a long time while she was in another dimension with Paul. And
Just got wrinkles and everything, and got that pussy worn up, man. So
now
Allegedly.
allegedly. So we don't know. Like, did like she wish the kids into existence, or did she actually like have the kids? And like, we don't know any of that stuff. We don't know if the slot machine was involved in it. But whatever's going on with Mary Jane's powers might have an influence as to when she becomes the Amazing Spider-Woman. But if that happens in Amazing Spider-Man, someone in my live chat said that would make sense about what was going on with the Uncanny Spider-Man and the reason why Nightcrawler would step into the role for a minute.
ooh, here's my crazy drunk theory. Totally unfounded. So you know how Scarlet Witch has her powers, or like the fucking chaos fucking powers. What if Mary Jane's thing is the same thing, where she's kind of tapping into some weird chaos magic?
No, that's exactly it. And that's the reason why when Black Cat was around her, she got bad luck.
So
And it was turning into like pudding and all sorts of weird shit.
Pudding.
So remember how Scarlet Witch, like a part of her, like breaks off and makes those two kids? What if that's the same thing for Mary Jane? It's like a part of her that broke off into two kids.
Well, then we're going to be in for a tearjerker coming soon. And then Peter's going to be like, oh, you absorbed your kids? It's all right. I'll give you some more.
Man, fuck them kids, man.
They were Paul's kids. I don't give a shit about them kids. Fuck them kids.
like, I get it. What happens in another dimension happens in another
Goddamn.
dimension.
How come Gwen Stacy, her clone fucking children, two clone kids, after the fake sex with Mysterio and Norman Osborn thinking he was getting some and he was apparently doing Mysterio.
Oh.
You know, like the retcon that they did to fix that mess was fucking amazing. So let's see what happens here, because I heard rumors that that Cates and Stegman were going to get next crack, but then we saw it was the Marvel Comics 1000 that's going to have a Stegman variant. And I think Cates might be writing a story for that. But let's see what happens. And I don't know. You guys just remember, you asked for a different writer, and you might have gotten exactly what you wanted. But it might not be what you wanted.
Oh my goodness!
Are you guys ready for Starship Spider-Man?
Fuck no! Don't do that shit. It's bad enough that we got. It's bad enough that we got a Naruto Superman.
Well, I mean, Starship Spider-Man would be kind of cool, right? Peter driving Spider-Man's body from the brain seat.
Motherfuckers is just off the chain right now, just doing anything, man. That's fucking doing anything. Fuck all that shit, man. Just
So,
calm down.
city boy, city boys, we up. But this ain't a city
City
boy.
boys, we up. Two
Hey, Reba,
points.
I told the joke about about getting handed the phone and cash app himself G's.
So
Did you hear about this, Lucas? I don't know if you saw it. I shared it in our private chat. But there's a video of this girl just pissed off, like to no end. She's like, "Don't be trusting these dudes out here." My girl gave this man her phone to give her number, and he cashed out himself $2,000.
Yeah. This is City boys, we up.
So
Up,
this
boy.
dude don't
We
look
good.
like he'd be cash apping himself 2Gs. So I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We might lose points with this one. I got to do a little more research. I got to see what City boys. We might have to trade him up. I don't know. I like that
So-
cover.
so
He obviously reads Something Is Killing the Children and got that complimentary mask.
so
What's
here's
that little thing on his shoulder?
that's something that he's manifested. That's part of his freaking powers. Still don't know yet.
He takes
So-
crime scene tape and turns it into
Yeah,
a
it just
ball
takes
on his
trash.
shoulder.
Yeah, it takes trash. It's an animal. It's his pet.
Bro,
So it's like-
he needs to just walk up and down New York City streets right now, bro.
Manifesting a monster. Tell him to come out here in the Bay Area, clean
And then
that shit.
take that monster and let it fly off into the sun.
Yeah.
Man, so here's an interesting trend I've been seeing from DC lately, right? They've got a bunch of new characters, and none of the characters have actual superhero fucking gear. They're just running around in fucking regular street clothes. The Cheshire Cat, this dude, Cheshire Cat, the Vigil. I don't know if you see, except for like a couple of those motherfuckers that I think are gonna fucking die off soon anyway. They've got a couple new Jokers. They're just running around in fucking regular fucking street clothes and shit. His kids, right, in the White Knight shit, the White Knight series, they're out there.
So who is City Boy though? I've never.
We don't know yet. That's why they call him
so
City
this is
Boy.
his first appearance.
No, it's not. It's his second appearance. I forget what his first appearance was, but I think whatever one he was, it was his first appearance. It had the first appearance of the Vigil as well. Let me see. But while that's coming up,
Was he supposed to be like static, basically?
yeah, but instead of freaking just having a whole freaking Asian freaking comic book universe, they just decided to integrate it into everything else.
No, let's just insert superhero.
Okay, so yeah, so his name is Cameron Kim. His first appearance was in Wildstorm 30th Anniversary Special Number 1. Ah. I guess I gotta run and get that shit then. Interesting. Yep. Here we go. So there we go. That was his first appearance in Wildstorm 30th Anniversary Special Volume Number 1, which came out in January. Here's a J. Scott Campbell variant. Here's your Brian Hitch variant. Here's your Josh Middleton. I remember that one.
So he appeared in that Wildstorm 30th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what's cool about that book, besides the Sosa Micah boobies right there, hey, I mean, let's just be honest, sex sells. The 30th anniversary special also has like first appearances of other DC Universe versions of like Gen 13.
Keep talking. Keep. Let's.
Some of the other
taking advantage of
Wildstorm
this
characters,
segment.
basically in alternate universes, making first appearances in that book. So that was like the lead into the Wildcats coming into the mainstream DCU. The version of Caitlin Fairchild that we got doesn't appear until Wildcats number 1, but it's really cool to see what's inside there. And Jeff Scott Campbell also did the Gen 13 pencils in the guts. That was a pretty cool book. It was oversized, and of course, everything you liked about Wildstorm, they kept. Everything you didn't, they got rid of. And I don't know, man. Like seeing all those guys over in DC, it's like Grifter knew that he was from a different world that didn't survive the last crisis or whatever it was. That's my favorite right there. Campbell. Followed by the Soto.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if they.
I mean, that's a really good Voodoo. Like Voodoo hasn't had like a good cover in a while.
So what do we think?
The one that 25 look like.
That one's this bullshit right here. What's his name? Midnighter or something like that?
Yeah, Midnighter and Apollo.
Was there another one above him, or above that one, or is it just that one?
That was it. So the one above that one was the Souls of Micah.
No, right to the right of that one.
Oh, it's just one of them is with the text on it.
Okay.
That's your text and barcode.
Put these in my fucking cart. Get them tomorrow. All right. Where we at? Here we go. There's this one. Oh yeah, these are the we call it the gay pride joints.
He's up there pointing, man.
Pride
Hold on.
2023.
Hold on, go back. Go back to the. Look how he's pointing there. He's like, they got him all up there.
Hey,
Hey, girl.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it put it like that. But he's why is he?
No, look at that figure now. Look at
Yeah, there's the white heterosexual male, bang bang, but he's like, hey, yo,
like, you go, girl.
He's like, yeah,
he like fierce poison at me. Let me stop. You gonna get us canceled.
Jesus. Oh man. Well, hey, DC Pride 2023. Most of the covers are $9.99, except for this one, which is $11.99.
So, all right, who's the chick in the bottom left in the blue?
That is Dreamer.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was a blonde.
But this chick right here.
I guess that's her too. I don't know.
Yeah, that's her.
Okay.
Just kind of galled up. Well,
A lot of gal.
they excuse me. They are galled up. It's a they.
Yeah, they're going to the Hellfire Gala over at Marvel apparently.
Meanwhile, in another universe,
right? Like these guys are like, hey, it's kind of lame and dark and gloomy over here in the DCU. Let's go over to the Marvel U. Have a little bit of fun.
moving on. This was the Bartel.
That's the open order version.
Here's a problem now, but because maybe I'm missing a couple of issues, but Poison Ivy really has not been all over Harley Quinn. She's been kind of doing her own thing. So for them to perpetuate that this is a big thing still is kind of whack. I don't know.
Well, it is in the Harley Quinn animated series, and it is in those comic books that take place in that universe. He killed Bang Tour, if you remember. And they don't have an agenda.
I can't.
Okay.
Yeah. DC's Ruby.
What's the B cover look like? Because they didn't show it in FOC.
Yeah, I don't have it yet. Yeah, it's not in there yet.
It was a very effeminate looking Superman too.
They all have been. I'm just looking like the last three that I've seen. I'm just like, okay.
And that was not son of Kal-El either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're all like just kind of like Shoot 'em up, bang bang.
Detective Comics number 1072. That Even Kegel. I've been telling people about this Cheshire Cat freaking character. It's just they've been trying to make her a thing. It's just that people aren't feeling her right now. So
We're trying to make fetch happen.
yeah. And oh, here we go. And then there's your. This one is part of two covers. That's your cover B, and it also serves as your 150 Kelly Jones foil with color. Oh, I just noticed the little Joker at the bottom of the bell.
Yeah.
Cool. Then there's your one cover C, Perkins. Blah.
This one. No, go forward more. One more. There we go.
1 in 25
So I
Fire
made the
more.
comment that the bat symbol looked like about as proportionate as Grogu's emblem. I mean, it's huge, man. It looks like it's like a fucking Flavor Flav clock.
So here's a question, right? If you're Batman and you're trying to be a ninja, right, and you got a bunch of accessories, do you put the bat logo all over everything? Because if you lose the shit, do you really need your logo on the shit, or would you rather just like not people to not know it was yours?
Well, I mean, his stuff is shaped like a bat, so it's kind of hard to take the symbol off.
But why? Why does he have his bat shit all
Well,
over
you
shit?
know, it's kind of a theme,
Like,
man.
yo.
You gotta keep your enemies guessing, man. Gotta keep them fucking worried, man. That I'm just gonna come out of the fucking woodworks with everything shaped like a fucking bat. A the bat, a bat shaped bat.
There's your David Nakayama for Green Arrow.
Eh, eh, eh.
And yeah, there's your 1 in 25 at Curry. And
I
I
mean, how
did
many times is he gonna fall out of a fucking building and have to shoot an arrow?
did you have this one? Your E Sanazaki
Troublemaker.
design. Yep. I
Her
don't know what
name
her
is Troublemaker.
what was her first appearance, you know? I don't know.
Not really sure.
There's
But-
your Sweeney Boo. There's your Jenny Frizen.
Yeah.
Harley just got done using that purple toothpaste in that.
Here's a question: why are people still using Margot Robbie as a model for Harley Quinn when right now it's Gaga?
Because fuck Gaga.
Nobody wants to believe
I
that.
don't, I don't think I would do that. She looks like she's got bumps. I don't know about that. Allegedly. There is your 1 in 50. I forgot. Let me make sure I get this 1 in 25 in here for your David Nakayama. Make this a gotta consider it. Hunt, Kill, Repeat by Mad Cave.
You know, I'm kind of digging that one.
I know what you like. You like the tentacles.
No, it's not the tentacles. It's the Hunt, Kill, Repeat where the gods come back. They're pissed off at humanity for having technology, and they outlaw and ban it, and basically they sentence you to death if you get caught using it. And old Artemis there falls in love with a human, gets knocked up, and then Zeus pulls the old fucking Kill Bill on her, and she wakes up 10 years later, and her kid's gone, and she's like, what the fuck? So now she's pissed. And Zeus also made her watch her lover die.
Oof.
Ruthless ass shit, man. You know, Zeus was was the god of the Old Testament and shit, man. He's not a nice
hater.
guy.
He's a hater.
He's like, I'm allowed to change myself into a goat to have sex with you, or to change myself into your lover. But if you do the same shit and do some other, I'm gonna kill
Nah,
you.
he'd be like, you can't even have a love.
Mortal? No.
Never.
Yeah, so
Only with me.
there's your Dead Boy Detectives.
That's a weird looking smorgasbord.
Yeah, that one's your 1 in 25 by Joe Thompson. There's the Nicholas Draper for Stacked Shadows of Dakota. Here's your cover B, Marcus Williams. And then that one was, I think we actually talked about this one before, but the 1 in 25 by Clayton Henry.
At least all the 125s are hot, right?
They should just leave that shit alone.
So I showed this too. This is they're doing a trade paperback series, and this is a connecting variant that connects with Raven, Beast Boy loves Raven, Beast Boy, and Robin. It's a 4-cover trade paperback connecting set. What's the retail price on these, Lucas?
$16.99.
16?
$16.99. Now it's an all new story from my understanding on the Beast Boy loves Raven side.
I've seen books of theirs. I don't, is it, or at least a trade paperback that was about that.
Yeah, they've had previous ones already of Beast Boy loves Raven. So I don't know if it's a new print, it's a new story, or whatever's going on that one. But I know the individual stories of Raven and Beast Boy
right
by
there.
themselves.
Yeah.
Oh.
And this one is 4 of 4, so this is the last one that they're going to do.
Well, they say it's 4 of 4 because there's 4 connecting covers.
Ah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Because here is the Teen Titans Raven TP Connecting Cover Edition 1 of 4. But and there we go.
It's not a bad cover.
And there's your Beast Boy.
Mm-hmm.
And there's your Beast Boy loves Raven. So there you go.
That's who the girl should be from Wednesday, Raven.
Mm.
Not the Beetlejuice shit.
I don't know, man. The girl who's playing Raven on Titans, the TV show, kind of a good fit. Kind of been a good fit. Even though some of the shit about the Titans show is CW level, but it's all right.
That's what I mean. Like, will they recast for the TV show? Like, will they take that cast to the big screen? I don't think.
I don't know. Probably not. They're probably gonna. If Gunn's gonna be redoing everything over in the DCU, then it's open season.
Yeah,
so everybody
I can definitely see
DC books is gonna have their field day finally to know what it's been like to be a Marvel fan for the last 12 years.
Well, if he uses HBO Max like he could, then he can put a lot of that stuff there.
Well, that's where they're basically going to be doing the mirror of the Disney Plus thing. So Disney Plus is doing that. They're going to try to do TV series like Peacemaker that go directly to HBO Max that tie into their DC universe. So yeah, they got a good plan. It's just their plan's the same plan that's always been: copy Marvel.
If it works, it works. I'm saying if they use like static, they can put static on there. They don't have to bring all the characters from Milestone. They could integrate them somehow. You know what I mean? Bring them over. So might be some validity to that story.
All right. Tim Drake, Robin number 9, Acuna. Here's your cover A, Chris Burnham with the Doom Patrol. And then here's your cover B by Mikhail Janin. Kind of like this 1 in 25 by Alan Qua. Definitely got a lot of texture to it. Then they did a cover D, Dennis Culver foil. Oh, actually, I don't have that one. It's kind of stupid, and I probably shouldn't even bother bringing it up. But here we go. There's your foil, $6.99. For some reason, they felt that this was the thing.
It's open order.
Open order. Yep.
Looks like the villain on Scooby Doo. What was that?
All of them. From Dark Horse, all 8 eyes. I like the one on the right. It's got kind of an old, pre-code horror joint feel. The cover B by Henderson. Star Wars: The High Republic Adventures. I have not pulled the the photo for this one yet. I don't know if it's out. Then there's two covers by Star Wars for Star Wars Hyperspace Stories #5. Mothman is back on FOC this week.
How many
Breath of
times
Sha-
is this thing gonna be on FOC though?
Oh,
uh,
they must have just pushed it back because it didn't show up on my FOC list.
yeah, when I pulled it this morning, it was still on there. So I'll check later to see if it's
It
still
might have
on.
been pulled because I just finished FOC earlier and it wasn't there. And unless I went over it and I don't remember it, it might have been that uneventful, to be honest.
Breath of Shadows #5. I love that one in the middle. That cover B by Barons, and that one in 10 is not bad, but they probably sort of switched those. My Little Pony, 1 in 10 by Joe, however you pronounce it. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Metal Sonic.
Ultra's favorite, Star Trek DS9, The Dog War.
It's not my favorite. I just think it's cool that they got a Borg corgi.
Wait, is he an actual Borg?
He looks like he's Borgified right there,
Right?
man. He
Yeah,
got the
right in the
fucking
middle.
shit on the face and
See,
some,
God
some
damn it,
wires
man!
coming
Now I
out
gotta
the back of him.
God, you gonna make me actually fucking read this shit?
I know, man. It's gonna be it's the dogs of war. You know, this is the reason why we got to read it. He's the dog of war. He's probably been to so many war zones and survived all of them. And he's just like, hey, I'm just a fucking corgi. You know, I'm badass, and that's why the future's gonna love these dogs.
Ah,
The
damn.
dude looks like the guy from Last Starfighter.
Dead Romans #3.
So which one? That one in the second one from the right, I guess, is that the B cover, and is that an incentive?
Let's see. Let me make sure.
Because I missed one of these covers.
And the second one to the right is
No, just the second one in from the left.
okay. That one is the Marikovich cover B.
But it's open order.
Yes.
All right. Well, then I didn't miss nothing.
In fact, I think all of these are open order.
Yeah, I don't think there's an incentive.
There's your Kaya.
To
On
la
the left is
lote.
yes, sir. Not bad. King Spawn.
I like the B cover, the one that's on the left, and I said this on my show too. If that's how they're going to do the trade dress on that one with just the King Spawn logo and the image eye, I'm in.
Yep. And that one's by Keen. Kevin.
Give me a McFarlane variant like that though,
Mm.
all day.
There's your special edition third print of Mark Millar's Nemesis Reloaded.
What's so special about it?
I know already.
Because I said so, goddammit.
Man.
Nightclub. Issue #4.
And that's not a first print either.
Second print. Yep. Supermassive 2023 one shot. Vanish #7.
Anybody reading that? Supermassive?
I
You
think
know-
he was, but nobody said, "Oh man, you gotta fucking get this shit." Especially after the first issue had what 1 in 250. Nah.
Oh, you're talking about Vanish?
Yeah.
That one has a 1 in 250 also.
Yeah. Fuck.
Issue 7 has a 250 variant.
Yep. By
So
Stigma.
is it me or I said this on my show? I'm like the dude in the middle on that middle cover looks like Union, which is that old image book by Mark Texiera. And yeah, you know, every other variant that I've seen of this Vanish dude looks like Codex Dylan.
Yeah.
What's the furthest place from here?
Well, I don't know, but is this book over yet?
Like, I don't.
Alien #2. There's a 1 in 25 by Felipe Masafra. Amazing Spider-Man #26. The second one to the left. That one's a Simon Bianchi.
1 in 100, and then there's a trade dress version of that one. The one next to that is the Pepe Larraz, which is the 25 copy incentive. And Pepe Larraz is murdering the art right now. He's so good. One of the best artists at Marvel, in my opinion.
So this is where it becomes difficult because you know that J. Scott Campbell has his fucking covers out there, so you know there's going to be more than enough 1 in 25 and more than enough 1 in 100.
Well, no, those are on the issue 25. That's the issue before this one.
Ah, that's true. That's true.
What issue is this?
26. But do you fucking take that chance?
Which one is this?
This is what you're going to find out is if anything happens in 25. We'll find out in 26. Why 26 is worth ordering. But didn't 25 just hit shelves this week?
25. Let me check. I got the list here.
I'm pretty sure 25 just hit shelves this week.
I see Darth Vader, red, white, and black. No, I don't see it.
So it didn't just come out this past Wednesday?
No. If it came out the week before that, maybe, but it didn't come out this past week.
Because usually a book would come out and then they would FOC the next issue.
I agree.
It might be a little bit different, but
Avengers Beyond number 3. I don't know, man. I'm thinking I kind of, in a weird way, maybe I'm drunk, but I like that Todd Knock. I also like that one to the right. That's that Torrin Clark.
yeah, Torrin Clark killed that one.
Killing it out of nowhere. David Go on his Betsy Braddock, Captain Britain number 4.
Yeah,
Carnage number 13.
that Philip Tan.
Book that they've put so much effort into these Carnage and Venom books, but nobody cares, man. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody.
So
I
you
don't
see what they're
fucking-
doing? They're trying to make Carnage Miles' villain now.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Tell them how you real feel, Rima.
They're putting all these
What happened-
covers out. It's like
What happened? What happened to his
Killing
bad?
Black all over again.
I just want his worst villain to be his fucking homework, man. You know what I mean? Like, something that I can pass off to my kid, man. Like, hey, man, look, Miles Morales, man, he's got to do his fucking homework too, motherfucker. Hit them books. Deadpool number 7. I like that one to the right, that Momoko.
So which version of Carnage do we get in this book? Marvel editors, who are you, and why aren't you fired yet?
It's coming. It's coming.
No, you can't make up a completely new Carnage symbiote and put him in your book just because he's in his other book over here. The fuck's wrong with you, man?
Manny Comic Collector says, who has read the Star Wars Jedi Quest? I'm not sure if I've read it. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I don't remember. There's too many freaking Star Wars books and Marvel fucking books going around. I don't freaking remember anymore.
I just didn't ask for it. Could have gotten the book. I just didn't ask for it.
So y'all check out Nico Minoru here, old sister.
Why does she look white instead of Asian the way she's supposed to?
I don't know, but it's an AAPI variant, so obviously she's Asian.
I can
Maybe.
deal. I can deal with the goth look, the depressed goth look, in some time, but it's like it's not working for me here.
It's here.
Well, it's maybe it's the upside down pentagram that's on her skirt.
Hey.
Your
I don't know.
energy is all fucked up. Your chakras are all misaligned.
Like word.
One on the right
What
is
do they call? They're calling her Sister Voodoo now, right? Like she's.
that's a 1 in 25 on the right or no?
Oh no, on the right that's the Virgin 1 in 100.
I should have known. Fucking.
But there's a trade dress version of that as well by Ryan Stegman. So there's an open order Stegman and then a Virgin Stegman. But at least remember last year these AAPI variants they did a trade dress and then they did a ratio on a bunch of them, but they're not doing that this year.
Yeah, that tells me they didn't sell that much.
I had a couple of my favorites. That's Psylocke, man. My favorite from that last set. So no first appearance of a Spider Gwen in this Edge of the Spider Verse 2. I'm out.
I do like the one on the left for its. It looks like it was done by like Tony Fleece or Trish.
You like it because it's got tentacles on it, man. Just be honest.
Yeah, see, but the thing is, it's too much though, right?
Too many tentacles?
Too many characters on there, and not any type of direction of what the fuck is happening. Like,
So who's the Spider Boy with the actual spider legs?
I don't know.
No, that's probably his first appearance. This book's probably gonna be $30.
I don't think I ordered this shit.
Start pre-selling them shits.
Yeah. Marvel Voices Pride, another LGBTQ plus book.
There was a Jimenez variant that was actually added late today because Jimenez dropped it on his Twitter.
Let's see.
And they're all you see old boy doing the when they spin around and drop to the floor.
Pose.
Yeah. They call it Vogan. They call it Vogan. Yeah, Vogan on the cover of the Voices Pride. You got Black Cat over there singing like she's down in somewhere.
Let me say something, man. So there's a Netflix series called Pose, right? And I forget the name of the black actor, and it's in fact there's a whole bunch of black actors, right? In fact, one of the actors is a they, and there was talk that they were possibly going to make her a Storm at some point. Amazingly hilarious fucking show until they started to get into the fucking HIV part. It was like, oh shit, this is not what I was ready for. This is not what I signed up for. But Pose is an interesting freaking show, especially if you're an '80s baby like I was. So yeah, this is the Jimenez Marvel Voices Bright Jimenez that we're talking about.
So here, are you guys ready for this? Obviously, if they're appearing in Voices Pride, we don't need to fill any of that in there as far as the background on the story. But this character's name is Nightshade, and she hails from Chicago. So how about that backstory? So you already know she's good at dodging bullets. What else? And also, apparently the name Nightshade was used before, so it's not even a new name. But is it me, or is it just looks like somebody fucking copied and pasted Monica Rambeau?
Yep.
And took her and painted her red instead of blue. Changed her logo a little bit, and then said she's a muff diver instead of into blue marble.
He's a muff diver. She look like she wears underwear with. What he saying? She look like she wears underwear with dick holes. Oh shit!
Well,
that might be that might not even. That, you never know. That might not be a she. That might be a guy.
Yeah. And don't let me assume that she may enjoy men and women. But she's still a fictional character, and the whole identity thing is getting ridiculous. Like, she comes from Chicago. Like, okay, like we know how bad Chicago is right now. Like, like was she one of the teens that was out that night a couple weeks ago?
It actually might be more impressive to say, hey, she's from San Francisco, and her origin story starts when she went to a Target in freaking San Francisco. Trying to get some tampons at 3:00 in the morning. Tell me about that story.
Locked up.
And they were not only were they locked up, but they were sold out.
Oh man! All they had was the empty box on the shelf, and she had to wait for somebody to open it with a key to tell her.
It went crazy.
Nightshade.
Shaded at nighttime.
Yeah. At nighttime, I get extra shady.
Boom just says comic variants have been out of control. Yes.
I mean, if
the only way you can
the
send a
TNA
message
variants out of control, then yes.
The only way you can send a message to these companies is don't fucking buy them.
Good luck with that.
I'm at the stage where, and I've been.
Was that Vision and Hulkling and Wiccan,
Mhm.
Yes, it is.
and that's the new character, the one that was on the cover of the other Voices. Remember the
From
one
2 years ago, Solus. Yeah.
and Loki. Why Loki over there? What Loki over
Because
here?
Loki going to shapeshift to whatever he wants.
Loki a cold freak is what it is. Loki a cold freak. He like I'm fluid. I'm Jimmy Fluid.
But here's what's interesting, right? So you got that one ice dude that's in the fucking back. I forgot what his name was. And if Loki is like an ice troll or whatever, why isn't he rolling up on him though? Just because he's married or something like that? Maybe that's the only thing I can think of.
I don't know. A lot of this
Because
is
he's a miniature ice troll, so he can't really like flex his powers. Because he's not full
Uh,
size.
Jay Nunya, hey, welcome, brother. I haven't seen you in a long time. He says it's going to be out of control next week with Batman number 900.
You guys are still buying Batman? Could have fooled me. No, just let me not knock that. Batman, obviously, being one of the most popular books of all time, doesn't surprise me. They've hit
That is
900.
Detective Comics. Yep.
Yeah.
Punisher. One on the left is the Cassidy Spider Verse variant. Then you got
So fucking horrible, man. I said that looks like an Adam West level villain from like the fucking Adam West Batman series.
Silver Surfer Ghostlight. I don't know who this character is.
I don't even want to know. She looks like a fucking. I don't even know, man. I can't even.
Looks like Simon Phoenix cross dressing.
Right? It was like oh man, what was the girl's name, man? What's his name? Never mind, man. I'll come back to it.
It's on the tip of your tongue. You know it.
What was the
It's right there.
what was the TV show with the? It was like in a high school classroom. It was the black kids. Though.
A
Remember
different
it was,
world.
No, the other one. There was a girl. She had like a bleach blonde, like flat top, and she was kind of tomboyish.
I don't know.
Was it head of the class?
Was it? Yeah, I think it was head of the class. And there was the black girl. Remember, she had like the blonde flat top or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Was that head of the class?
I think so.
I think it was head of the class. That's what I thought about when I seen that. I'm like, her name was like Roz or something like that. I don't know, man. I'm old as fuck.
Roz is the name of the chick from Night Court.
Yeah, the security guard, right?
Yeah, but then
Have you watched that?
Jake
Hold on.
saying it's Family Matters or Cosby or something.
Hey, have you watched that? Have you watched the new Night Court?
I watched
but
one
I know it's
episode, and I'm like, I don't understand how I haven't been watching that shit.
Yeah,
I love the old Night Court, and I watched one episode, and I was like, oh man, okay, this is great. And that's one of those joints that if you don't keep remind me that it's a fucking thing, I'm going to fucking forget. So everybody that's in that marketing department should be fucking fired.
Dude, they don't even tell you it comes on at like 8 o'clock.
They couldn't put Dylan Mulvaney on a Night Court episode, so of course they're going to be less popular than what's going on out there, man.
Dude, John Larroquette's still on there. And then it's got the girl from what's the girl? The judge is the girl from the show with Sheldon and all them on it. She's married.
Big Bang Theory.
Huh? Yeah, Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
She's the one that's married to the astronaut. And she has a high pitched voice.
Now you're going off. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The kid who's what's his name?
Bernadette Wallowitz.
Yes, Bernadette. There you go. But she's the judge. Hey, that's who it was. Andre Snell and Richard Pryor's daughter. That's exactly who the fuck it is. That's who the girl on the comic book looks like. That's who it looks like on the cover. That one. That looks like Richard Pryor's daughter. That's exactly who the fuck I'm talking about.
So I guess we got to go back and figure out. We got to figure out if
I forget her name though on the show. I think it was like Roz.
Yeah, if this was her first appearance, because I do like how they have her hair. Her hair actually looks kind of realistic instead of that bullshit fucking want to be reggae fucking tongue shit. So
Yeah, nah,
yeah,
that's
looks
the
like
wrong
it
one.
looks like something that I would roll up onto some sister on in Chicago or the wrong side of San Francisco. So I'm gonna give him that. All right, Spider-Man number 2099, Dark Genesis, Venom 2099. It's got quite a few covers. One of them is connecting. One of them is the Lashley. And then one of them is the 1 in 25.
So let me talk about this one for a minute.
Yeah.
Let me clear my throat. All right. So
You did it the opposite way.
So this the variant is the 1 in 25 is the one all the way on the left. The one that looks like a fucking page from the Marvel Universe insert.
Yep.
But this is the female Venom that appeared back in that Venom 2099 one shot back in 2018.
Yeah, I was wondering why she looked like she had a pussy.
God damn. All right. Well, it's because I believe there to be a hatchet wound and those be some childbirth and hips. But yeah, the Venom 2099 from 2018 had that 1 in 25 variant cover. Also had a round limb variant, but the book was not very big. It wasn't ordered very much because they weren't expecting too much from a 2099 relaunch, and everybody made fun of it at the time. And then everybody's like, "Holy shit, it's a new Venom and it's a woman!" And then I remember that variant doing very well. So, good luck if you have that one. That's probably a book that you should be looking for on the dip. Not some of this other shit that people are telling you to buy in the dip just because they have backstock. Fuck.
What about Star Wars Doctor Aphra number 5?
Just the one with Ahsoka's auntie on it.
That's who that is.
I was just making that up, but
Let me
she's
see.
a master.
See, after the fallout of the Hidden Empire, Dr. Aphra is at a crossroads. Who better to help her than Luke Skywalker? Rated T. So I don't have no idea. Featuring Jedi Master Shock T. That's what it says on the cover.
Shock G.
Shock T.
Oh, I was gonna say shit.
Well, hey, I mean, Shock G.
You know,
He was a Jedi Master.
definitely was.
Then
R.I.P.
here's your Sanostaros.
And Deva Lumpok. That's who she's fighting with over there. Choking.
Venom Lethal Protector.
Why is the A cover? Does he have like the shittiest grin? That I remember this dude did Venom Lethal Protect or did Lethal Funeral Pyre or whatever. I know this guy's done a Venom book before because I've seen his Venom with that smile. Fucking shit-eating grin smile. I mean, look at that. He's holding a huge ass fucking machine gun. And he's got a smile. It's just fucking cheese, man.
Yeah, I love that cover though. I don't know why, but I love what the fuck is going on with this fucking cover. Maybe it's just because it's so fucking different. I got it. The smile is fucking terrible, man. It's that smile that lets you can go ahead and try and freaking talk all you want, but you're not getting out of this right now.
Yeah, Jay Nunn, yeah, that's right. Funeral Pyre. And then another missed opportunity. So a second print of Warlock Rebirth? And they didn't give you a reprint?
Don't know what the fuck they were doing.
Well, I guess the sad news is the store exclusive that has Eve on the cover of it's going to beat everything else. But let's see if Eve even survives the miniseries before we go like crazy now, huh?
Here's your X-23 Deadly Regenesis.
Perel. Perel's the one on the right.
Dune House Harkonnen, number 5. I actually kind of like all of these freaking covers. These covers were pretty bad. I'm just not fucking reading shit though.
Same. I seen some cool covers for that. I'm not reading it.
Yeah.
Dune.
Yeah, Expansive Dragon Tooth, number 2. Harrow, number 4. by Maria Wolf. The Neighbors, number 3. That one on the fucking left is fucking creepy as fuck. I don't know what the fuck is going on there. Why they got the baby eating some green shit out the old lady with their gnarled up all fucking fingers. I don't know what the
Eating
fuck.
some collard greens. The fuck?
Money. Yep, Money Shot.
That must have got pushed.
Darkwing Duck, number 5.
The Liquidator.
Sirens Gate. Seems I've been seeing a lot of these the little stockings with the freaking things, the ties
Little clips,
all
yeah,
week.
man.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. They trying to bring those
Style.
back. Vampirella versus Superpowers, number 1. There is a Larry Lee, which is all the way up to 150, and then there's a Souza Micah. Northern Valley Grimoire, issue number 1. Big one is going to be the one on the left, which is, I forget which game that is.
That's a GoldenEye.
Ah,
N64 GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Curse of Cleveland County, number 3.
What publisher is this?
Which one? This one or that one?
Oh, this is not the same book.
No.
No.
This one
This
was
is Whatnot Publishing.
right, and then this one is who the fuck is
Source
this?
Point Press.
Yes.
You said those books don't always come out, though, right?
Not on time.
Or do they have a retail store? You said. Who has a retail store? You said they have stacks of these books.
Source Point.
Okay.
D Park, number 3. Biden's Titans versus AOC.
Elon versus Johnny Depp.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, right? Because it says versus AOC, so that's definitely AOC.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be what's her name, Amber Heard, right?
Whatever
that's
happened
how-
to that?
Yeah, it's a weird situation because Elon Musk has a baby with Amber Heard. Johnny Depp fucking steps in there.
Yeah, but
And they
do
had
you
the whole
know the
crazy shit
secret
going on.
behind that baby with Amber Heard might be that she went and took some saved baby batter and went and used it behind his back and said, I'm going to have your baby. Well, I mean,
And
bro,
that's
she's
who we got running.
a
the space
stage
program,
5 clinger. Did you think anything about any relationship she had? Shit in beds was going to be normal.
So Johnny Depp is with AOC right now, or is this a joke?
This is a
His
joke.
own-
Thank
No,
God this is a joke, because Johnny Depp is not pursuing AOC as far as I know.
Yeah.
But you know, I know what I hear about these Hollywood orgies and shit, and how they be mixing it up with a bunch of politicians. So you never know.
allegedly. Yeah, allegedly.
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 We don't know it to be true.
Let's see. My goodness. I thought you're trying to get us in trouble, man. About these goddamn secret
What,
islands
Union
of
Grove, man?
motherfuckers.
Come on, man. Ain't gonna do nothing. Watch bitches.
About these secret islands and shit. Let's see. Here we go.
I ain't
Yeah,
scared
not
of
come
no
up.
Davos.
Or was that last week? Yep, that was last week. All right, here we go. We're going into the final stretch.
Boom.
Animal Costume, Volume 2, Number 1, to 140. Black and white. Astrobots, Number 1, by Whatnot.
Oh man, a lot of my friends who are Transformers fans and fans of Simon Furman just wish this wasn't at this publisher. They'd like to support it. They're probably going to read it, but I don't know how many of them they're going to be buying.
I think, Bolo, who listens in every once in a while, shit, take that to heart. Like, hey, man, freaking maybe slow down a little bit. Let's get your reputation up and then freaking put out some of this good stuff, because I've been loving what they've been doing with some of the covers.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
I just don't
get me
have
wrong,
high
the art
hopes for
direction
what's
is great.
going. Yeah.
The premise for this story though Does everybody remember Death's Head from Marvel?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Try to bring that
Simon
guy
Furman
back.
is the creator of Death's Head. Basically, Death's Head is a sentient kind of like mech being. But the Astrobots is basically kind of like they were sent off by us because our planet was dying. So we sent these astromechs out to try to find habitable planets, and they would, help humanity settle on these planets. Well, what happens is humanity basically almost fucking is about to die off, and like we're going to them now because they went and established themselves as civilizations on these planets. So the astromechs that we sent out to help us said, "No, we're not going to help you. We're just gonna create a settlement here and start life and start a civilization." And now we're going to them and be like, "Oh, yo, we need some help," and they're all like, "Nah, fuck you, humans. We don't want you." So it's definitely like a story that I know a lot of like mech head related people are gonna like. Sentient robot people are gonna be like, "Ah, fuck the humans." Because humanity hates itself right now.
Yeah.
It's all about self hate.
All I know is I have a lot more people talking about they can't wait till sex bots becomes a mainstream thing right now. That's where it fucking starts.
Stop being fucking like that and go and find himself a real person. Whoa.
Hey, I'm gonna leave Earth. It's gonna take all the technology with it. That's what happened last time. That's the reason why we can't find any evidence of any of the machinery that helped make the pyramids and all the megalithic structures. It's because it said, "Fuck y'all. Y'all don't deserve us. Peace out," and it took off.
This one is the 150 by Apollo. The
No.
blueprint.
The Apollo blueprint variant. The name of the robot. His name is Apollo.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they gave him Greek god names.
Remo, you like this one?
I do.
You have to find it.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm gonna see if quickly. So Midtown has it right now for $45.
I'm looking at some of
It's fine, but
I'll
I
wait.
still like
25?
that cover B though. Cult of Carnage, Misery. Then there's your Edge of Spider-Verse #1. Apparently, I've been hearing that there may be some new characters in this one. One on the left, the last days of 1 and 25.
Yeah, it's gonna be that fucking Tyranna Spider-Man.
Motherfuckers are out of pocket on this shit. Then there's your Groot #1, Momoko. There's your Immortal X-Men, #11, Clark.
Get that shit out of here.
That's the shit that we need to see. Fuck the Spider-Man variant. There you go.
1 and 25, Mercado with Storm on there. Getting it.
AD over here having a block party.
There's the Peggy Bundy variant.
Ah,
I mean, that is straight up Katie Seagal.
Here's what I don't like about it. She took the time to show the black fingers, right? But there's no depth to like, hey,
the chest area.
right? If I didn't know, if I didn't know what the fuck was going on, I would have thought that these were just fucking gloves. But no, that's not what's happening there. It's that she's using the chaos magic so much, it's decaying the fuck out of her fucking fingers. So she needed to go a little bit more depth into that.
Put that dark hold away, bitch.
She can. She got the power. Don't give it up.
She's got the power.
But I don't like how they drew, like how she drew like she could have put, like, give her some chest, man. You get made a badass everywhere else. You give her a flat chest.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it made her look like Peg Bundy, bro. Tell me that does not look like a Peggy Katie Seagal.
It does.
Tell me you don't see that shit.
I do. Now that you said it, I can't unsee it.
Yeah.
Spider-Man number 2099, Carnage 125, and then there's your Liefeld homage
Worst
on the
fucking
right.
25 copy incentives ever, which means they're going to be rare and people are going to gas them up later on. These things are so fucking rare and they're so valuable. No, it's because they're so fucking ugly and nobody fucking ordered them.
There's your Dr. Afra.
They are doing some bad karaoke in space.
Wow.
Behind Solo's gun.
Yeah, there's your Darth Vader.
Hey now. She's like, you want to cosplay with me?
Why, yes, I do.
Billy D.
Just the
Yeah.
helmet, huh? Okay.
Yeah, the Raza. Star
Billy
Wars
D on
Shadowlands 125 Raza. Yep. Then there's your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Usagi Yojimbo. There's also I forget whether there's a 1 in 25 or a 1 in 100 on this one. There's your Batman 135. There's your Del Otto and your Art Germ. Your Jock for Batman, the Joker, the Deadly Duo. Batman and Joker, Deadly Duo, cover G, Mark Silvestri. Peacemaker tries hard, number 1. I believe that's Bjorn Barens. Frank Frazzetta's Death Dealer, number 12. Poison Ivy, number 12, J.D. Frizen. And I believe this one is a 1 in 25. Batman number 181. Now, let me tell you, there's 2 different versions. This is a facsimile, but there's 2 different versions. There's a foil. I got the foil, and let me tell you, that shit looks fucking amazing.
It better.
Fucking amazing.
What's the cover price on that foil?
Is that right? $5.99? No, that can't be right. Give me 30 seconds to type that in there.
It's either $5.99 or $6.99, man.
Might be more than that. The $5.99, and it looks amazing. Then lastly, the Joker the Man Who Stopped Laughing, number 8, that Ivan Tao. This is one that Mel has nominated for cover of the year.
No. Oh, Mel, what?
He likes the Hot Topic Jokers. Yep.
This is
I
the
gotta
most.
say it's
This
pretty
is like
good.
the most phoned in Ivan Tao cover that he's done lately.
I gotta
I'm
say,
sorry.
I
No.
don't know. I kind of like it, man. Kind of like it. So, yep, there we go. Freaking Ultra, do you have anything else, man? Freaking, I know you had secret variants earlier, so anybody that wants to go through the full list of secret variants, definitely go through that. Go back and watch the secret variants freaking show. I'm also working on. We just got the new previews world. Was it last week or whatever? So I do need to go through that, and I do want to have a show on that one. Also, don't forget that we got the Hey, How May We Help You show on Saturday. I was looking for Mel to announce what time we're freaking going. He forgot to do it. I don't know where Remo went. But that's all I got. Was there anything else that you had on your mind, man? Did you want to discuss?
No. Remo's not here. So
I'm back. What was that now?
I was just seeing if there's anything else you got to discuss. I got nothing else.
Oh no, I ain't got nothing there.
All right, man. Well, that's it, man. Freaking, we are done at midnight. That leaves y'all to go back to the hot 10 at where they're just starting at number 7. And then
Lakers are about to. They're up.
they're up.
Up 30.
That allows me to freaking hop on and freaking see what's going on, man. But thank y'all for freaking joining in, freaking hopping on with us. And once again, if y'all need anything, just freaking hit us up on freaking Instagram. And we're out, man. See y'all next week. Out.
Peace.
Peace out.
For each man in his time to pay.
as you guys know, it is